Hey guys, I'm Melissa.
I'm Patty.
And we are El Efecto Podcast. Welcome back, guys.
Episode 56.
Episode 56. We hope you guys enjoyed the episode 2 weeks ago.
Yes, 2 weeks ago.
And sorry, guys. Sorry. We didn't have an episode last week, but listen, we're back, okay?
Yeah. Shit happens.
Yeah.
And just know there's like technical, logistical issues, and a lot of it's out of our control. And trust me, when I say I'm about to catch a fucking case because
Patty's ready.
I told me that I was like, call her. I was like, do not text. Call. Melly's over here texting.
I'm like, I can't.
No, bitch, but this is the thing. You have to leave feedback.
Yeah.
We need to say something because, bitch, this has happened to us for the last like
multiple times. And guys, we're spending a lot of money. That's why it's pissing me off. Yeah.
We're spending all this money to like because we genuinely love
this and
the quality, like the content we're getting.
And how quick we get our our stuff. So
but if last minute, like
and it's a drive.
Yeah, like we'll be on our way or about to come and then we'll get a text. Oh, we can't do it today.
Yeah. And then like there's
what you mean?
What you mean?
The fuck?
And today it was just like the setup process. We're learning, but it's taking a long time.
We are learning, but like when they told us and we paid for the room to be set up, and then it took almost an hour of our 2 hours. Like, bruh.
But I'm like, all right, positive vibes for the rest of the day.
Did like a breathing exercise because we were both just like,
it was just irritating. And it was just a lot. Like I'm like, oh.
Even as soon as we walked in, we were like, oh.
Yeah, it was not ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. Well,
anyways.
Yeah. Like I'm like, no pasa nada. It is what it is.
Ya pasó, ya que.
That part. Ya pasó, ya que.
But anyways, just to get into this episode because we haven't been here in a week. And guys, happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
I know.
Crazy.
I was just like telling Patty, I'm like, it's literally like, guys, it's end of September. We're already like going to October.
September just fucking started.
That's why I'm literally like, I was like, oh wait, I looked at the freaking date. It's September 22nd. I'm like, oh shit. So, but yeah, and by the time you guys see this, like, yeah, we're literally in that last week. Like,
is it the last full week?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because next week is October. I'm gonna be sick.
I know. I'm like, fuck. It's for sure. Like this year is just flying by. So I mean, as you guys know, so much has happened this year that it's just crazy. But yeah, to that, happy Hispanic Heritage Month. We hope you're celebrating, doing what you gotta do, supporting those small businesses, creators, all of the above.
Yourself.
Celebrating yourself.
If you are Latino, like being proud. And I feel like a lot of Latinos, or at least I think it comes from like the older generations, and we've talked about this before, but like it's ingrained to, we're more of like a scared, like our people are more scared, like not to be like out there. They're very much like, que va a decir la gente, like don't bring too much attention to yourself. But I love that as generations like continue, we're like, no, we deserve to be here. People deserve to see us, hear us, and we need to take up that space.
And, like, just being proud of, like, you know, as being Latinos, whether you're Mexican, Guatemalan, Salvador, everything. Like, it's, like, you know, it's so important for us to show up in just culture. So
even something as little as speaking Spanish out in public, like, blasting your fucking banda, your reggaeton,
don't be fucking scared.
No, I will say when I was little, because I went to school, there were still Latinos, but I don't know, it wasn't like cool to like be blasting your music like that, or like if we went somewhere and we were talking in Spanish, like I felt like I had to speak in English. And now I'm like, oh, you can't understand me? Damn.
Too bad.
You don't know how to speak 2 languages? Ugh, that's embarrassing. It's 2024.
I know.
And you can't speak 2 languages?
And you live in LA?
Get the fuck out of here. Don't eat our food.
That part.
Don't eat our food.
Disrespect. Oh my God. Okay, well with this is just going to trigger me and it's going to get me more bad.
God.
But, guys, so I have family in fucking Kansas, out of all places, Kansas, right? And my parents go visit once in a while. My dad went with some of his nephews to Kansas to go visit their family. Guys, they went to eat at a Mexican restaurant, okay?
Oh, I'm already
back. They were literally like, someone had told one of my Nino, Juanito, they had told him, they were sitting down, they were eating, they were speaking Spanish, and someone said, if you don't speak, like, if you're, or something about, like, oh, if you don't speak English, like, what are you doing here, or something. And
a worker?
No, someone who was eating there at that restaurant.
Bitch.
I remember when my parents told me, because when they got back, my mom wanted to call me, but my dad's like, no, like, because he was, like, kind of embarrassed about that. But when they told me, I was like, are you fucking
no one said anything?
Kidding me? So my little cousin, well, I guess she's my cousin's daughter. She's, at the time, she was maybe 7 years old. She turned around and said, you're at a Mexican restaurant, so then you can go. And I was like, oh my God. Like, when they told me she said that, I was like, I love that. But I could tell she was so upset. She started crying afterwards because she just felt that for, like, you know, my uncle. And, like, well, my Nino, he was like, what the hell? And not just for him. Obviously, they made the comment to him, but they could tell, like, I mean, obviously it was for everyone in that table.
Yes.
You know, it was like, it wasn't just for him. So it was just crazy. I'm like, right now that reminded me,
bro,
like, I'm like, oh. Okay,
first of all, you're at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
Bitch, shut the fuck up or take your shit to go.
Yeah, like, it's just crazy. Like, right now that you said that, it, like, triggered out of me. I was like, oh my gosh.
So this was a while ago?
Yeah, this was when my dad got his truck. It honestly, it wasn't. I feel like it was 2019.
Okay, yeah.
So even not that long. Yeah.
Ew, the fact that there are so ignorant people out there like that. So fine. You don't want to hear it? Don't eat our fucking food.
Yeah. And then that part of Kansas, I think it's like called like Wichita or I don't know, something like that. It's mainly immigrants. Like, it's mainly Mexican, like, immigrants or like Latino, Hispanic immigrants. So even then too, I'm like, bitch, like, it's audacity. Just, yeah, like, one, obviously don't do it, but we know how fucking people are. But it's like, you're going to a Mexican restaurant, you're in that
fucking
little
Crackle Barrel, bitch.
And then you're in that city, like, in that small town where you know,
this
like,
is the thing. They don't care.
Yeah.
And this is just people. Just people that are not, because I don't think it's necessarily. It tends to be, you know, palm facing people, palm colored people. Palm face. Well, same shit. Yeah. So caras así. But I'm like, there's people of all colors, even like brown people that do feel that way, and I'm just like, bruh.
Yeah.
And what you said is so true. Like, you can say something to one thing, to one person, but it's impacting everyone.
Yeah. And it was, they all came in together.
I would
1,000%. And I'm like, and especially, I get very, very, like, sentimental and, like, just emotional with this whole situation. But my dad, like, if I'm there with my dad, that's a whole other thing. Because, no, like, I'm like, my dad has worked so fucking hard. He's done a lot. And yet, like, he obviously, his accent's very, very heavy, everything. But if I hear that and is in the table, oh, no. With my dad, that shit.
And see, and that's the thing. They're dismissing everything about that person, and they know nothing about them.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. But that's a little, guys, that just, like, literally reminded me. I was like, oh, I forgot. I was like, that shit really happened. No, but with that, like, guys, again, like, be fucking proud of who you are. Take up fucking space. Like,
blast your fucking banda.
Yes.
Like, before, it was, like, still fucking with it, but, like, on the low or just not as out there. But now it's like, no, our shit is dope as fuck. Like,
it's so good. I mean, everyone's out there fucking listening to it now, and you see on TikTok, like, a lot of, like, white boys are like, oh, like, getting into the banda, and, like, where are my Latinas or whatever, like, of course, but yeah, like, fucking be proud of it.
Yeah. So based on, like, because it is Hispanic Heritage Month, we'll just talk through about, like, how we've been celebrating some of our, like, our favorite, like, Latino creators, small businesses, just to, like, show, like, shed some light on them so you guys can, like, support them, check them out and whatnot. But yeah, I have, like, we talked about this. So I have, like, our list just to kind of go through so don't, like, forget. So it's a mix of creators and small businesses. But a creator that we both like, and we actually met her this week. Her name is Jess Sosa. She's, like, a lifestyle, like, apparel, like, she's known for, like, her fits.
Her fits are so freaking good, guys. Like, always.
She eats it up every single time.
Yep.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Make sure to check her out at Jess Sosa on Instagram, TikTok.
And TikTok.
She was super sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like her style is so unique, And, like,
so
I feel like she can put anything on and
it's 1,000%.
It's a slay.
Literally anything, like, the way she accessorizes her sneaker color, like, everything, check her out.
But she be doing, like, street.
Yeah.
And then she will turn it up for the girlies.
Like,
dude, she's
1,000%.
Like, she's a versatile. Love her.
Yeah.
We also talk about casual lore.
Yes,
Erica Gonzalez.
love her. What she does for the small business community, like, as you guys know, I've joined some of her Shop Small soirees. Literally, like, the impact that she has on every person. She's so supportive. She also has her small business, and then now, like, all of these. And today, like, for
Fenty Beauty is literally sponsoring Shop Small soiree.
Like, oh
Iconic.
my gosh.
And the thing, what's also amazing is, like, how she started. It was only, like, her and her vendors at first, maybe like 10 of them. Now she has over 300 or something vendors that go,
many.
And the majority of them are, like, Latino owned businesses. So, like, I think that's just amazing. And to get us the support from, like, Fenty, like Miss Riri,
and for this special month, like, for this month, you know, for Hispanic Heritage Month, and then just to kind of support those small businesses, like, I love her outfits, always, her babies.
I know, they're so cute,
so good.
Yeah, but, like, some of the small businesses that, like, she supports, obviously Desanti, because Mely gets to pop out there. Breathe by Sal, we've had him on the podcast. That's family right there. So proud of him.
Yeah,
like,
he's killing it. He's another one on that list. Like,
dude, like, when
insane.
I just love seeing, like, my people win. And, like, especially when you know, like, kind of back to, like, what you're saying about your dad, like, when you know someone is putting in the work and, like, giving it their all. Like,
and he's doing that.
He is. And even Mely too. Like, you guys don't see the behind the scenes, but, like, this bitch is constantly thinking about, like, okay, what do I have to do? What do I do here? What do I do there?
And it's hard, guys. It's hard to stay consistent. So the fact that these people are doing it, like, I know.
And then there's this creator. Her name is Hilda. I have to remember her last name. Franco. She's like a beauty lifestyle influencer. I love her, and she was just in the Rare Beauty campaign.
Oh my god!
I literally was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was so good.
So sweet. And then some other small businesses, obviously, our Girl Skin by Danny King.
Yes.
Miss Girl
Claudia.
Baby. And then Permanent Makeup by Marlene. So one of our friends just got her, I guess, her license to do permanent makeup. So follow her on Instagram, PMU Marlene.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, those are just...
And of course... El Efecto podcast.
Oh, yes.
Duh. And our very own content creator, Latina, the whole thing.
Me, the fuck?
Unapologetically P. I know. Oh my gosh, guys. So, to that, because, you know, it being Hispanic Heritage Month, I had posted, like a,
you guys should have seen it, because you guys are already following Desanti Boutique.
But
if you're not, pause.
And go do that.
And go do that right. Well, wait. Okay. You should have.
So confused.
You should have fucking done it.
So you should have done that.
The fuck.
The fuck. But yeah, guys. So I had posted this like, comment down like your favorite small businesses or content creators, and then it was so funny because I still hadn't seen it, but you know how you get your notifications, and it just said me the fuck, and I was like, oh my god. And like Patty said, she's always like said that word like the fuck, but like I can now only read it.
It's because
as like shoddy babe.
I never say the fuck. I'm always like the fuck, and how I spell it, I do
T-A.
So I spell it two different ways. I either say, I say fuck a lot, F-A-K. When I say the fuck, I do D-A-F-U-Q.
Oh yeah,
F-U-Q. The fuck. And now Shadi Bay always says it, so she always hears it.
And I have to, I have to hear it, and I say it in Shadi Bay's voice. So I was just dying. I was like, oh my god, but I was like, duh. But yeah, like guys, check out freaking Patty's content. She's doing some series on there. Like, check it out. She is killing it, staying consistent, the whole thing. So
I'm fucking trying.
Make sure.
And I actually got like a little bit of my fruits of my labor.
Yes.
A fucking Korean skincare brand reached out to me. Dude, I didn't even know if this was real, because I put my email. This is your sign. Put your email in your fucking bio. And I've been getting a few ever since I put it. I get emails all the time, but a lot of them are like spam. And how you know it's like after the @ if it doesn't have the company name, it's probably not them. It's probably a fake. But this one looked it. So the company's Han Hu Skin, and it's all like clean products or clean ingredients. And when I got the email, they're like, oh, like, as they're like, we love your content, we love that you're Latina, like, as a, and then the woman I was talking to, she's like, as a, like, a Latina who wants to be a creator, she said LOL. She was like, we'd love to send you like something, and in my head I was like, is this real? So I'm like, I didn't click any of the links, but I looked her up on LinkedIn. I like looked up her, I searched up her email and everything, looked up the website. I was like, okay, this looks legit. Let me just respond. I'm not going to click on anything. So she's like, yeah, look at our website and pick what you want and we'll send it to you. And I was like, okay. I was like, they have like this different collections. I got the pore collection, but they do like the pimple patches and all this other stuff. And I was like, oh, I'll take this. And she's like, okay. They send it to me, and I got it within like 2 days, and I was like, she's like, oh shit, like I actually got it. But I thought that was cool. But yeah, I've literally just been like posting like almost basically every day.
Yeah, and guys, like this brand, like they're at retail, like they're at Walmart.
Yeah,
they're like
and they're on Amazon.
Yeah. I'm like,
and it's pretty like it's
the price.
Yeah, the price is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Like,
yeah, and like the packaging's cute. It works.
Yeah.
So I was like, period, the first of many. And then I've also been trying to just get like, so I'm trying to put out like things that I like to watch. So I love all like the fun, cool edits. Like I am not a clean girl aesthetic. That is not me. I like all the like kind of loud, kind of messy.
Yeah.
So I'm just playing around, and I've learned a lot of different like techniques. So an edit I was very proud of was the my Apple Music.
Yeah, that one was so good.
I was like, it took me for like an hour
to
fucking match it, but I was like, once I got it, I said,
like, that's it.
I did it. And guys, okay, I fangirled over this. People probably are like, who the fuck is that? Another creator that we like, and we actually have met before. If you guys know La Platica, Josh and Sebas, Josh is currently dating Morelia. And I think it was last week, I was just like on TikTok or whatever, and I get notification, Morelia de la Hoya is following you, and I was like, that's not her, because I was like, oh, it's a fan account. So I click on it, and then I was like,
it was her.
Is this her? I click on the Instagram, I was like, I sent a screenshot, and I sent it to Mely, and I was like, bitch.
I'm like, oh my god.
I'm like, so does that mean La Platica sees my shit?
She's like, hello? So, Morelia, if you're seeing this, we have to post this on Patty's TikTok account so you can see.
We love you.
No, but that was literally when she sent that, I was like, oh my god. Because I feel like, guys, I think we've talked about this, but like we've been in many situations where we're around that like circle. And as you know, recently as well, but it's just like so crazy. I'm like, oh my god, she literally followed, Patty. I'm like, one, because she's been fucking putting in work, and I'm like, her feed probably came in through the feed too.
The thing, we have mutuals.
Yeah.
So that's probably why it
like go over. Yeah. But we love that.
So we're like, okay, if you catch us on La Platica one day.
Like, oh, it's because it's going to happen. And they're going to be on El Efecto podcast too, okay?
Manifestation.
We're putting it out there.
Lucky girls.
And everything works out in our favor. Period.
But that was kind of like my highlights. And then you had a pop-up.
Yes. So I had a pop-up, guys. It was very, very intimate. One of my trainers, so Alice, she did like an event. It was more of like a wellness and mindful event. She's very, very like much into that, like about like, just spiritual, good vibes, and like just like healing and stuff. And I think she's starting to get certified as well. So when she's already a trainer, but then she's doing all these other exercises for like all of that. I didn't even know like there was like something for you to get certified for, but she was like, all of like the sound bath and like all of these things. But yeah, every time she does these events, she sells out quickly because I'm like, oh, I kind of want to do the next one after I saw that. But with that, she has small businesses as well because she's a small business herself. I met her through my small business at Shop Small Soiree. And she's always trying to bring in people. So she had a few vendors there. And then just myself and another friender, like small business that I hadn't seen in so long. She sells like Nike tie-dye socks. We'll put her.
I bought from her before.
Yeah, I'm like, we'll put her link here. I forgot.
Shop Small?
Yes. Yeah. She's been at Shop Small. She's super, super sweet girl. So it was just her and I selling, and then everybody else, it was just more of like, if you want it, it's here. Like, it's nice to have. So it was really fun. Like, one, I just missed the like loading and unloading. Like it just brought me so much happiness and joy. But I did that. It was a good day. Again, very intimate, so it was quick. But it was nice to just be back on that, and it just made me like, oh my gosh, like I miss this. I miss it so much, and just connecting with new people. Like, that is the number one thing. Like, it's like I met a few new girls that I've never met before. They started following. They bought. I've gotten a few. I think one of them, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do like a video." I was like, "Yes, girl, please." So
like, please tag
me. I'm like, please do it. So I did that, and then right after that, I got home. I have a ton of inventory coming in for the fall, which cannot wait for, because this is my favorite time. But with that, I had to make a little bit more room, and I was like, hey, there's actually a few things that I had never put on the website because they were like pop-up exclusives, or it just didn't work out. So I did a quick story sell, all sold out super quick, shipped those out, got him. Like, it was just, it was nice. I'm like, okay, I need to like just get back on it, stay consistent.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
But even doing like the story like sales, like, bitch, even if you don't have a pop-up coming up, you could still and that's a good way to get like your engagement. Yeah, like one engagement, and then through that too, there was a few girls that I haven't talked to in forever. They're like, oh my god, Mely, finally. And then they're like, wait, why haven't you? I think that's what everyone says. Yeah, always like, finally. Or like, why haven't you put these out? And I'm like, I know. So, and it's just more, again, like, making time for the photo shoots and stuff, like that's like the number one thing. And then now with like the new inventory coming in, like it's my priority. I'm like, okay, it's not just gonna sit there. I have to make these shoots, and I do want to get back into pop-ups. It's heavy, guys, because it's a lot, but I'm like, at least maybe once a month or something. Like, I'm like, just to get back into it, because one, it's more about like the exposure. Like, that's like my main thing for me. It's like the exposure and just selling. And like, if I would have stayed consistent from the time where I first started, like, and to see where, you know, all of these businesses are now, like, we started together, and it's just within that same crew too, same like literally what's Sal. It called? Yeah, Sal. Like there's so many shit. Like, if I would have stayed consistent, but no regrets. Like, it's like lessons learned, everything. So I'm just like, gotta get back into it, because I genuinely love this, and I love meeting people, and just like, you know, it's just seeing people wearing like stuff from DeSanti. Like, that's always like, this is what I love. Yeah. But you also have to give yourself credit, because, bitch, you also have a full-time corporate job. Yeah. And that's where I'm like, I think a lot of them now have been able to just focus on that. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, and that's like one thing I'm like, okay, like, I know I have that, but I also need to make time for, you know, and I know there's time, because I've done it before. So it's just about getting back on it. But yeah, that was like my pop-up, and it was really fun and just quick, intimate, and I'm just like, okay, I'm ready for more. I know, when you texted me, you were like, I'm done. I was like, that's it? Because I'm so used to the pop-ups being all day. Yeah. And it's like, even just like the unloading and setting, because it's so many vendors, but there it was just quick. Few of us, I literally just took one rack and a minor thing, like a few things. So that's another thing I've learned a lot about, like, okay, you don't need all of these things, or hey, like, take freaking baskets and stuff. Like, yeah, before there was times where I was literally just carrying all the fucking clothes in one hand. Oh my god, the amount of times Patty helped me with that. But it is kind of fun though, like, being like behind this, setting it up, and everything. But yeah, I love going to the pop-ups with her. It's so fun. And it helps me, guys, because, I mean, you're like, I'm a shy person. Oh, bitch. I'm like, usually I'm the one that will like talk to people. Yeah. If they're walking by, I'm like, Mel, go. I'll be like, oh, do you want to see this? Or I'll do something. I'll be like, bitch, go with it. And like, go talk to them. When I'm alone, like, I have to, like, so I'll like do it. But it's, I'm like, oh my god, I get really nervous. Like, even for this one, I'm like, I know it's gonna be very small and intimate, but I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I have to like talk to people. Which, like, again, that's like one of my favorite parts about it. But it's just like, because I'm a little more closed off and shy, I'm like, but afterwards I'm like, oh my god, I'm so glad I did that. Like, and you know, and but that's what my pop-up was, and that's what I did. So it was fun. That was the day of your mom's birthday? Yes, it was literally it was literally the day of my mom's birthday. So that day, talk about Hispanic Heritage Month. Literally. So it was the day of my mom's birthday, and then after that went home, changed, and then we went to dinner. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all that's been happening with this time that we were away. Yeah. We are filming like a part 2. Yes. So in next week's episode, you'll see us in the exact same fits. You're gonna, but we're gonna talk about different things.
And some exciting things.
I know. Very exciting things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do have something going on this week that I'm very excited about. Hopefully, if all goes well, you'll hear about it maybe in like 2-3 weeks. Mm-hmm. So if it goes well, that's when I can like talk about it.
Yeah. It is going to go well.
So send me positive vibes, please, because I need it. Yes, I need it. But it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
well, as always, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, follow our Instagram accounts, follow our TikTok accounts, yes. The whole thing.
The whole shebang. Interact with us, please. Engage. Yes. Like, comment, like, repost, save,
the whole thing.
Share
your stories.
Like,
all of it.
It helps so much. You guys don't understand. Like, it makes a huge difference when you do versus when you don't.
Yeah. So with that, we will see you in next week's episode. Bye.